Yo folks, FL Studio Web is here and I announced this a few days ago and today I got access for some reason. So here you can see in the browser the dashboard where you can create or manage your projects, and at the moment here it says you haven't started any projects yet and we want to change this, of course. So we can create here something by just clicking on create. And this is how it looks like. So this is the main structure of FL Studio Web. On the left side here we have some kind of inspector panel with access to one-shot samples and loops, of course. So these are the sounds here. And then we have also instruments. So you can add here some synthesizers or some samplers, a slicer, mini synth, an audio track, right? And on the right side here we have audio effects, bit crusher, distortion filter, fruity balance, fruity compressor, fruity delay, fruity parametric EQ2, and hyperchorus and Luxverb. So a lot of stuff for the beginning. I guess they add some more things here in the future, but I think for the first version it's already pretty full with stuff you can explore. We can also hide this if you want to, right? Then we have here the transport section. You can change the name of your track. You can generate a new name. You can add here an image. Probably in the future you can generate something with AI, I guess, here in the future. But you can also just drag something random in if you want to. Undo, you can change here. We want to make drum and bass, so we go to 173. Oh, it's actually in its caps lock, sorry. 173. Then we can change here the scale minor, and I want to use here D sharp minor for some reason. And we can select your genre. So we can select from techno, trap, house, hip hop, EDM, dubstep, drill, drum and bass, and amapiano. And this one decides basically what you have access to on the left side here. So the samples are filtered more or less, and also here down in the step sequencer view we can generate patterns, and these patterns are also genre based, so we can select here the genre, or it's pre-selected with what you selected up here, right? So we can generate here a drum and bass pattern, and it also selects here sounds. It randomly exchanges these sounds. So let's listen to this. Yeah, that's a pretty normal drum bass loop. So yeah, you have a pattern. We can create multiple patterns here, of course. And then we have an arranger, and you can drag these patterns then into the arranger and arrange or create some kind of arrangement with that. On the right side here, we have also something to learn. So this is a guide or an online live tutorial thing. Here, the beat designer already did this. There's a check mark. We can explore here audio loops, and then you unlock more of these tutorials, and you can make one tutorial after the other and to learn how to produce music with this. But I just hide this here for the moment. There's here also master volume knob, and we can maximize this here. It looks like this. Yeah, cool. So it looks like a real desktop application, right? Okay, so we have already created here some kind of pattern. So maybe remove here the cymbals and maybe make the hi-hat a bit quieter. Okay, so this is the first loop. We can also switch this down here to this clip view, and then we have here the drum rack, or I don't know how it's called here in FL Studio. So in each of these slots there's basically a sampler, and we can add certain effects here to each of these slots here, drop effects here, right? So maybe here the cymbal we want to have, let's go to effects, use a reverb here only on the tambourine, or on the, yeah, what's it called, cymbal, to make it a bit longer. More brightness. Yeah, cool. So, and then we can, of course, can you close this here? There's no way of closing this, right? So yeah, and then we have here, let's say, a filter. So you put the filter after the drum rack or the drum track. The filter sounds already pretty nice to me. You can also interact here with the GUI. And you have different filter types: low pass 6, high pass 6, 12, 24, peak, comp filters even. And if you are happy with something, let's go for high pass here. When you're happy with something, you can also save a preset, my drums, right? And then we put here maybe, let's say, a compressor on that. Threshold down, ratio goes up, and attack is very short, maybe, I don't know, 5 milliseconds. Release is also very short. And then here at the top you can see this is a volume knob, but it's more like a mix knob, or at least it's labeled a volume level, but you can mix in the wet signal of the audio effect. So you can do some parallel compression here. And maybe put here at the end some kind of distortion device. You can see the peaks from the compressor, nice. Maybe it's a bit too much here. But you can see it's working like a real DAW, so there's no, it's not taking shortcuts here. You have just real channels, you have real instruments, and you have real audio effects that you can use. Hyperchorus, balance filter, what else? Maybe a bit crusher at the end. Okay, cool. So that's that. And you want to add here, let's say, maybe a loop, maybe a bass loop or something like this. I probably want to select your bass. Yeah, let's use this and drop this in here. So this is an audio track. An audio track here is something that has also slicing. So we have here stretch type elastic beats. So you know this probably from Ableton Live also. So different stretch algorithms also in the web DAW. So maybe we put on this here some kind of filter. Put this on, low pass 24. Or maybe a bandpass. Let's listen to the bandpass here for a moment. Yeah, mixing this in doesn't do anything, so we use low pass 24. And then we can automate this also. We have here automation lane. So we want to automate here the filter 1 frequency. We add a new automation clip, and then we can say how to filter this. But here it's just 2 bars or 1 bar. No, it's actually 4 bars. So we can go to general here and make this shorter, maybe 1 bar only or even shorter. And then, yeah, make something very quick. Maybe 1, 2 bars. Oh, it's not 2 bars, it's actually two quarter notes. I'm not sure. I'll make this a bit longer. Let's go to 2 here. So it's more like a polyrhythm. Yeah, let's bring maybe here some percussions in there. Let's use this, turn it down. We can also change the volume, huh? Nice. I don't think there's anything like pitch. I haven't found anything. Maybe there is something like this. Yeah, not on the audio track at least. You probably need to use a sampler for that. Oh, we can add here multiple things. It's not what I want. We can hide here the automation there. Nice. Yeah, and we can drag this in. And I haven't found here a way to switch actually from the pattern playback to the arranger playback. All I could do was closing this down here and then reopening this. Let's rename this here to bass. Yeah, but you can see you can quickly iterate on certain ideas here with these pattern generators and using samples from the library. We can also record something into the DAW. You can also use a MIDI keyboard if you wanted to play some certain instruments, or use here the one-shot samples in an instrument. Everything kind of possible, everything available. So let's drag in here some keys. So with keys, we can also generate here some kind of chords in the scale of D sharp minor, because I dialed this in here at the beginning. Yeah, it's not the best idea. Or maybe use a synth or strings. Let's use synths. Not my sound. 70s lead. Oh, we have more stuff here. Yeah, let's add here some kind of reverb. And let's add a delay. This is in divisions, okay. Go to 3. So yeah, you can also use very short delay times here with this delay for some reason. Also disable tempo sync, and it goes down to 1 millisecond. Okay, nice. So yeah, everything possible. Yeah, but the pattern is a bit boring. There needs to be a high pass here. Yeah, it's the best track ever. But you get the idea. I just want to show you this here. Fruity compressor, filter, distortion, what else? Hyperchorus, we haven't tried this out yet. There's a parametric EQ also in here that you can change stuff. Fruity balance, it's more like a tool device, so you can change the volume and the balance, and you have a view what's going on here with the loudness, distortion. We have a bit crusher also, yeah, all that stuff. So a lot of audio effects you can use, also a lot of instruments already here. Most of these instruments are sample based, so here this bass thing is just based on wave or samples. Drum track is based on samples, Fruity Slicer is based on samples, Mini Synth. I think it's, yeah, it looks like it uses here some shapes, but I think that these are also just samples probably. So it's the same engine, because when you drag in here a sampler, the sampler looks exactly like the Mini Synth. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong. So yeah, a lot of stuff is sample based, and there's an arranger, there's a clip launcher, there's here a learn area, there's a transport, you can change the name, you can change BPM, you can change the scale, you can drag in effects, sounds, instruments, so everything is there, but it's not the real FL Studio you know from the desktop, right? So it's not like just one-to-one, the same thing, it's just a new browser-based DAW. And in my opinion, it's pretty nice. I hope they keep it for free around. And yeah, it's a great start. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you use something like this in the browser, maybe on the laptop or on the smartphone, iPad or whatever? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.